All right, beautiful people. Happy Friday. Big waves to you. Get them going this morning. It'll make you smile. Listen, in the comments, in the chats, please let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you're joining us maybe for the first time or maybe you're tuning back in, last Friday we had everybody pick a word. We gave them a couple of days and we said, pick a word that will travel with you from now for the rest of 2021. And it was really neat. Everybody come on, everybody had a word. We wrote those words down and we said, hey, over the next little while, we're going to take these words and we're going to build on them each day on the Coach's Corner, Monday through Friday. So that's what we're doing. And I got a question for you today, since this is a Coach's Corner. Are you playing offense or defense? I want you to think about that. Are you playing offense or defense? And then I'm going to move into our word, inspired by John Ramsey. John, I've gotten to know John a little bit, and I look forward to getting to know him more. And John comes on the Coach's Corner every morning, Monday through Friday. And so his word is proactive. And I love this word because I need this word so much in my life. Being proactive. You know, when I look at this word, one of the things around the world, when I look and I study people and I study what's going wrong in our world, I see people that really lack, and I'm including myself into this, being proactive. And so if we look at the definition, creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it happened. So it's playing on the offense rather than the defense. And there's something that just resonated with me. It's a saying I say a lot. As people, as individuals, as people wanting to thrive in this world rather than survive, we've got to dig our well before we're thirsty. And I'm focusing on 3 places to dig our well today. Number 1, healthy lifestyle. You know, we got to be proactive in our health. We got to be proactive in our lifestyle. Eating, the supplements we take, exercise that we put in on a daily basis. Because being proactive there will help us, what? Down the road. And so many people, and I've been guilty of this. So this is why this word's so big. Why do I wait to put on weight before I decide I need to take it off? Why can't I just be proactive? Why do I wait for my skin to give me issues because of the sun and all the exposure I've given it through coaching before I decide to be proactive? Like, I could go down the list. Why do I wait to get out of breath carrying luggage up the stairs before I realize I need to exercise so that my lungs are in the shape they need to be in? Dig my well before I'm thirsty. But then we can have all our health in the world, but what if our mental game's not there? I applaud you on the Coach's Corner because you're stepping in here for 12 minutes, 15 minutes, Monday through Friday, and we're working on our mental game together. Because without our mental game, without our emotional game, this is going to be a tough world to live in. What I mean by that, I'm talking about books. Like what books are you reading right now? Maybe it's a chapter a day. Maybe it's 5 minutes a day. But what are you putting in that mental game for yourself? What about book audio tapes? What about groups like this? Like being proactive, being in groups like this, like the Coach's Corner, is going to allow us to have a better mental and emotional game. And it's a way to be proactive. And then my third thing to talk about is financially. Dig my well before I'm thirsty. You know, so many times we go, I'm good. I've got an income stream. But what happens if that income stream dries up? Well, we don't want to talk about that until it happens. So being proactive in the financial game is what people like Robert Kiyosaki talks about. Being proactive and having multiple streams of income is things that Warren Buffett talks about. It's things that the people in your life that you've seen that has generated and created wealth, they found ways to create multiple, not just one stream of income, multiple streams of income, because they understand they got to dig their well before they're thirsty. They got to be proactive. It's not if something's going to happen in the world, in my life, it's when. And so on the healthy lifestyle, on the mentally and emotionally things that I feed my brain every day, on the financial aspect of create multiple streams of income, like all of these is working to be proactive in three huge elements in our life. And here's what I believe. I believe that when we start working on these and we start mastering these skills of these three things, we don't have to be perfect. And I'll tell you this, and I know Myra agrees with this, like I have to work on being proactive because I slip off into the I don't want to be proactive mode. But I believe as I start mastering these skills, we have an obligation as humans to, as we master them, to reach someone else and start to teach and show them how to master it. That's why I love the career I'm in now, because I can help people with their health and a healthy lifestyle. It takes time, it takes coaching, it takes patience, but then I can also lead them down a path mentally and emotionally and lead them down a path financially through branching out into another stream of income. And again, it takes time, it takes coaching, it takes patience to be able to take someone through those areas. But again, it's teaching people how to play offense in their life versus defense. And you know what? For most people in the world, I believe most people are playing defense. So we got a great work to do. If we just made it our crusade to go out and help people learn how to play offense and dig their well before they're thirsty, wow, what an amazing career that would be. And so I'm going to finish with this. Being successful requires being proactive and not waiting for life to come to you. It means you're on the offense, not defense. You're active, not passive. Some of the best minds in the world, some of the most people of wisdom in the world, this was their rally cry. So John Ramsey, thank you so much for bringing up the word proactive. Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Well, I don't have a microphone here, guys, but Coach, that was a pin drop. So thank you so much for that. That was very awesome. You know, being proactive is self-initiated behavior. We know that. And it takes place before a problem occurs. Acting in advance of a future situation. Just be proactive. You know, every single one of us, every single day, wake up and we know there's going to be something that maybe we could prevent if we would only be proactive. You know, a proactive person is constantly moving forward and looking ahead in order to make these things happen. You know, when preparing for today, I came across lots of info about proactive versus reactive. You know, it's pretty simple to differentiate these two. If we are proactive, we're out in front, thinking ahead of any and all of the what ifs. What if this happens? What if I don't do this? How can I better it? You know, we've decided to sit back and just, if you're reactive, that means you're sitting back and you're going to wait to see what happens. A reactive person usually is going to find themselves in a tough situation due to just sitting back and waiting. So if we want to be proactive, we got to build a bunch of strengths, but I'm going to give you 5 that I think are pretty powerful. A proactive person is an effective planner. You know, they must always look ahead and plan for long-term decisions. Always keep a checklist on how you can do things more effectively. And I think that is sometimes in today's world where people get in trouble is they don't think broader and more effectively. They don't think in that proactive mode enough. You know, hey, if this has always worked, well, we need to change it. Just stay where we're at. You know, then the second thing is you got to take action. You know, to be proactive, we got to take action, especially, and this is not easy, y'all. In critical times is when we need to be the most proactive. And I'm going to tell you right now, you hear Brent and I talk about this a lot in coaching and athletic administration. It's tough to be proactive in those critical times, but you got to be. You really, really have to. You can't ignore it. You got to be proactive. You know, another thing that I've always said is you've got to, if you're going to be proactive, you want to be perceived as being proactive, you've got to be involved and be visible. You know, yeah, you got to go to those meetings that initially you think might be boring, but if you want to influence others and you yourself want to be proactive, you've got to attend meetings that maybe you didn't want to, because guess what? You're going to have the opportunity to be a part of making important decisions if you're showing up there. You know, and here's the thing, when you go to those meetings, if you're a proactive thinker, you don't just accept opinions of others if you disagree. Now, I'm not saying go into something and have a free-for-all, but what I'm saying is you need to give your opinion as well. Engage with all people at all levels, not just the big dogs. You know, you've got to engage and be involved with everybody. And another thing is, a proactive person, some of the most successful proactive people that I know are tremendous communicators. The communication skills are just so powerful. You know, in today's world, we text a lot. We do now. Tammy has encouraged us to do a lot of the voice texting, you know, but emailing is also very critical still. And I'm guilty. I am calling myself out of when I get an email, if it's more than 2 or 3 lines, guess what I do? I don't read anything else. So if I make a reply before I finish reading, that's just telling me, that's telling that other person that I'm not a great communicator. So make sure you read everything in length before you respond, and do it in a timely manner. You know, we got to have a positive attitude. That's to me, one of the thing that gets us through it. We all get in the valleys. Yes, we all do. But if we want to be proactive and we want to continue to lead in a very positive manner, we got to have a positive attitude. And the thing is, a smiling face and a positive attitude can always help in overcoming any problem. I didn't say it was going to solve it, but it can always help in trying to overcome it. So I want to leave you with 2 quotes that I found. And one's from Stephen Covey. And if you read about proactive, you know all about that name. It says, happiness, like unhappiness, is a proactive choice. And then Benjamin Hardy said, being successful requires being proactive and not waiting for life to come to you. It means you're on, as Coach said, you're on offense, not defense. You're active, not passive. So let's really try to get out, not only today, but every day, and be proactive. Yeah, I know it's hard, but we can do it. Go out and be proactive today and be a difference maker. Thanks, y'all. Look forward to seeing you Monday. Love you.
Coach, amazing message, guys. You are really, truly amazing. And as I looked at this word, I really thought of you guys, and I thought, you know, you're being proactive, especially in the mental game of just being here each and every morning. And I want to wish all the mothers out there,
yes,
happy Mother's Day weekend. I want to tell you, we love you, we appreciate you, and you've made us who we are, no doubt. So thank you for all you do. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for caring. And we love you so much. Happy Mother's Day weekend for all those mothers out there.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Bye. Love you. Have a great weekend.
Many blessings.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you so much.